What's going on, everybody? It's Moonshine, the Hillbilly Hellraiser. Dan to most of you. How you doing? I'm doing all right. Can't really complain. I will complain very briefly. So I was doing a video. I was recording it right before this, and then I accidentally clicked on the little camera icon, and it completely shut down the video. So it completely destroyed my momentum. I was getting on a little bit of a roll, and that just kind of went. But anyhow, nonetheless, all's well. Can't really complain. We're on the eve of 4th of July weekend, celebrating the birth of America's birthday, 250th. Should be pretty killer. I know people are all going out and doing all sorts of whatever. But me, I'm just chilling, hanging out. Just got done with the work week. Went to the gym earlier today. Hit some back and arms and stuff like that. And then just did some errands, ran around, and it's hot as blazes here in Florida, as one could expect. It was 92 all day and steamy. It's been hot and steamy for weeks, probably a month or two now, so that's just sweating our balls off down here. But nonetheless, so what I wanted to do is same thing I did last month, which is kind of do like a rapid fire is probably not the best choice of terms with me, at least, the way I talk and my cadence and delivery and so on and so forth. But I wanted to talk about some of the releases that came out in June that caught my ear, that caught my interest, some of which I've listened to a little bit more regular than others. I'll try to talk about them as best as I can, as quickly as I can. I don't want to take up too much of your time. But, you know, again, I'm kind of a wordy bastard, so it may take longer than maybe like 10 minutes or so. So bear with me, if you will. Let's get into this. So for the first week of June, most of these came, I got 4 releases here. The first one is going to be from the band Bloody Falls. It's their 4th album, 4. It's out on Art Gates Records. Bloody Falls is a 5-piece Finnish death metal band, considered more melodic death metal. I heard a lot of little elements of almost, I'd say, brutal death, what some would call brutal death, that style. Almost at times it almost had like a almost hardcore kind of feel to it. This is one I didn't really spend a lot of time with. I got to go back and listen to it maybe once or twice and really kind of absorb the material and see if it's something that's going to have any sustainability. And that's probably the same thing I would say about a lot of the stuff that I didn't really listen to a lot. But yeah, when I did listen to it, I really enjoyed it. I mostly listened to it at the gym, so I was probably a little distracted listening to it. But by and large, I did enjoy it. I enjoyed what I heard. So it's definitely one that I would recommend if you're into death metal. I would certainly go check it out. The next one that I would recommend, it's going to be from the band Urza. It's a Tranquil Void. It came out on APF Records. Urza's 4-piece from the UK. It's more along the sludge and stonery kind of thing. This is again one where I listened to it, but when I first listened to it, I heard the first song on the album, At the Mouth of the Cave, and it really didn't do too much for me. What really kind of attracted me to this album was the cover. I thought that was a really trippy cover. And then I saw the sludge and stoner metal genre, and I said, oh, this looks like it'll probably be pretty cool. And then I listened to that. It really didn't do much for me. But then I went back and listened to it a little bit more, and I started to really, as I got deeper into the album, I was like, all right, this isn't half bad. Infernal Star 1 and 2 is really good. Probably 2 more than 1. Bark and Branches is good. The closer, Entwine, Twisted Roots of Chaos, was really good. But again, this is one that I have to spend a little bit more time with, and then we'll see how it ranks. I know a lot of people are doing, speaking of rankings, people are starting to do like halfway through the year lists. I know this upcoming weekend, I believe, Barry and Rich, Tone Joker, that Goat Metal show, they're going to do a halfway through the year thing. So that should be kind of cool. And then I've seen other people doing stuff. And some of the stuff I got here is on at least one list I saw. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I might do one of those, but that's kind of a lot of paperwork. And really, trying to just kind of compile all the stuff that I have listened to throughout the year. But I do have a general idea as far as stuff that I really have enjoyed thus far. That's really strong stuff. But anyhow, I'm kind of getting off track. The next album that I listened to that I thought was pretty cool was from the band Gravity. Gravity is a German 5-piece. They do more traditional heavy metal, probably more in the vein of like Halloween or Hammerfall, probably some Savatage. They get more into like fantasy and like horror themes and stuff like that. But their latest album, it's their third release. It's called Of Cults and Chaos. Again, very cool cover. I really enjoyed it. Another one I really haven't spent a lot of time with, but the couple of times that I've gone back to it, I've really enjoyed the sound of it. I love the fact that track 7, Brotherhood of Sleep, they start out with a sample from Prince of Darkness, which is very cool. You're always going to win me over if you're into that. That is one of my favorite John Carpenter films of all time. Very underrated. I know people like it. People who know, as people say, if you know, you know. But that was a really cool song. I mean, they have a song, Into the Mouth of Madness, so obviously big Carpenter fans. Outpost 31 is really good. The opener, Lament for the Unknown, is really good. But yeah, man, they're a fantastic band that if you're into that sort of thing, I would highly recommend checking them out. But yeah, that's Gravity, Of Cults and Chaos. And then next up, one that I can actually tell you, I can show you a little bit here, is going to be Nuclear Conjuration by Churchicide. Churchicide is a Texas 4-piece. They're more in the vein of black and death metal. Churchicide is basically, it's all the members of Spear Siege, which is a few of the members from Wormvold. And actually, spoiler alert, I'm trying to put together trying to figure out how to format it, but I'm going to talk about a bunch of Texas death metal bands, and these are a couple of the bands that are on my radar as far as chatting about. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. Of the bands that I've listened to, all the various members and the various incarnations of the bands, I probably like this one the best because it's got a real kind of like, it's almost got a peppier, almost like bouncierness to the sound, where some of the other projects like Spear Siege and Wormvold are a little bit more straight up like more on the war metal-y kind of side, more of that black and death kind of stuff. This has like, it's got some groove to it. Like I like Nuclear Conjuration, Cruelest War, We Die Unrepentant. It's 16 tracks and they don't waste much time with any of them, but it's a fantastic release. It's out on it's a tongue twister, Anti-Cryokinoclast Records. Hey, I got it out there. But yeah, this is a great release. It is their second full length. They've done a couple splits and EPs, but yeah, fantastic stuff. I know some people are aware of Churchicide's exploits. I just recently got into them, and once I picked it up, I didn't really know that it was the same people from Spear Siege, so it was kind of cool that I picked it up, and I was like, hey, it's me again, and I got a really nice letter from Jake, the bass player and vocalist. He recommended a couple albums to me, one of which was a new release by the band Empty Chalice, which I do recommend checking it out. He was right, it was pretty good. And then he recommended a demo from the band Deranged, Canadian band. It was Place of Torment, which also very good stuff. So he's got pretty good taste. And then he was mentioning some of the newer stuff some of the projects that they're working on and how those are going to shake out and that sort of thing. But yeah, man, very cool stuff. So next up, week 2 is going to be the first. None of these I have copies of, but I'll kind of go through them. First up is Fires in the Distance, Circadian Promises. It's on Prosthetic Records. This is a four-piece melodic death doom from Connecticut, Newington to be exact. This was one that I didn't really at first, another one I didn't really give a lot of time to, but I listened to it today. I listened to the whole thing at the gym. It was kind of quiet in there today, so there wasn't a lot of chatter, a lot of exterior chatter going on, so I could kind of listen to it. But it was good. It's definitely one that I'm going to spend a little bit more time with and listen to, and I'm probably going to pick it up because I did like the sound of it. I particularly like towards the middle of the album, it really starts to get cooking a little bit, and there's lots of intricacies to it. I would say if you like stuff like Consecration or A Paradise Lost, November's Doom, Early My Dying Bride, stuff like that, you're probably going to really enjoy this because it's along those lines. Lightless Days of a Songless Bird is really good. By This Time Tomorrow, Once the Silence Takes Your Place, are all very fantastic, very dynamic songs as far as that sort of melodic death doom goes. But yeah, definitely one that I would recommend. It's one of those sleeper ones that I think probably another one that people really aren't going to be talking about too much, but it's definitely, for people who are into that sort of thing, it's going to be the sort of thing that they're going to be into. Next up, one I didn't really spend a lot of time with, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, but it's going to be for the band Fleshcrawl, Epitome of Carnage. Came out on Raining Phoenix Music. Fantastic label. They seem to be picking up lots of steam as far as bands and stuff that they're putting out some God the Throne, some Sebastian Bach. The new Deicide came out. That's who put that out. But yeah, this is a 5-piece death metal band from Bavaria, Germany. This is their 10th full length. They're first with their brand new singer Boris. He replaced their previous singer Sven, their longtime singer Sven Gross, who died in 2021 after a battle with cancer. I'm not going to do my Norm Macdonald joke. You've already heard it. But yeah, it was good. It had that real HM2 Swedish death metal sound to it. Excuse me. And yeah, I enjoyed it, but again, didn't really spend a lot of time with it. So I won't spend a lot of time talking about it.